guys, today we're dealing with a stripped motor mount. If you ever decide to start stunting, you're probably gonna have to deal with this at some point. We sort of fixed this last time I dealt with this, but we didn't really fix it. Today is not really gonna be like as good as new type of solution, but it's gonna be about as good as I can do. If you are dropping your bike doing things like circle wheelies or whatever, you know, you're dropping your bike often and you don't keep up with if your motor mount bolts are tight or not, if they get loose and you're dropping your bike, it's gonna strip your motor mounts. It's either gonna strip the bolt or it's gonna strip the threads inside. In my case, it stripped the threads inside. So today we're gonna be installing a Heli Coil kit. That way I can hook my cage back up. So I hit up the guy for FMS. Unfortunately, we already wasted a day trying this. We thought the bolt size was M10 125 according to Google, but I hit up the guy with FMS and he said that it was actually M12 1.25, but my kit only has M12 1.75. So what I did is I just went ahead and went to Ace Hardware and I found a M12 1.75 bolt. Hopefully this is the same length. Damn, it's actually slightly shorter, but we're gonna make it work. I don't really care. Definitely the same size, but you can tell, so the 1.25 versus 1.75 is the thread pitch. So that kind of sucks because we are getting less threading out of this as well. But maybe what I'll try to do is just not back the Heli Coil all the way up to the very end of the engine case if I can. I don't know, but we're just gonna get started, because the thing is, regardless of how this goes, there's no way it can be worse than what it is right now unless I were to just drill all the way into the engine and freaking have an oil leak. So it pretty much can only get better from this point. By the way, I got this kit off of Amazon for like 30 bucks if you need to do the same. And if you stunt, I would honestly just go ahead and get one of these ahead of time so you can have it ready for when the time comes, because it's probably guaranteed. Most of the people I know, we've dealt with some motor mount issues at some point. So already I have a slight problem because the drill bit is too big for my drill. So this drill bit fits through my spacer, which gives me like a size reference because this one doesn't. And it really sucks because I wanted to be able to use this spacer to help keep it straight, because I would have like all this space to help keep it straight. So I guess it looks like you're supposed to have some other kind of, some other kind of drill that I don't have, I guess with a chuck. I think that's the thing. Yeah, I'm keeping it so it goes straight. Okay, we finished drilling. The drill went through a lot easier once I got the other Heli coils out that I already had in there. And if you're doing a Heli coil, take your bolt and make sure the Heli coil actually threads on it like this. Because when I did it the first time, the reason we wasted so much time is we saw that it didn't thread on, but for some reason, I guess we thought that once the Heli coil went in, it was just gonna expand to the bolt size. But it was just because we had the wrong bolt size. We had M10 125 and we needed M12 125. Except what we're about to put in, we're gonna tap it first, but we're putting in a M12 1.75.
Feeling it drive?
Yeah.
Okay. This one go nice and smooth.
Okay, so now we've got some fresh looking threads in there. Definitely looks better than before. It still looks a little bit, it looks like my motor is actually off center from my frame. Okay, now we're gonna put some red Loctite on the Heli coil and put that in most of the way in. Of course, I guess if I break off the tab for this thing, I can really have the Heli coil sitting at the, I don't know if I would need to go in as far as I can or just let it be out at this outer edge. Oh, there it goes. Right as I started recording. Now, there's the little tab. Let me see that this thing has. Gotta use this thing to break it off. There it
goes.
C. Yeah. All right. Sturdy.